had literally just did a 30-minute video and my iPad went dead and the video did not save. Okay, so I have been getting requests to do a video talking about how I built my brand and or whatever, and I just want to say before I start this video that I am not an expert, that you still should do your own research just like I did, and yeah, I also want to tell you all, if you have a business that you have started and you don't see any sales right now, do not give up, because you are closer than you think. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna give like a backstory on like my background in this video, just because I did that, like I say in the last video I had just made, and it got deleted. I'm just going to start with how I started Angelkissesco with $100. So boom, pandemic hits, and I'm working at my mom's shop, Brittany's Boutique. I have been working there since I was 16 years old. It's inside the mall. Well, when the pandemic hit, the mall closed, and I didn't have a job. That was my main income. My husband, he flips houses. He has a few rental properties, so he did have some income coming in, but it kind of we wasn't making as much because the pandemic hit and people was not able to pay rent, and we couldn't evict them because it was a pandemic, and it was just wrong to evict someone during, I feel like, the pandemic. Like, they just couldn't pay. So I was like, I can't just stay home and not do anything. I was like, I have to do something. Like, I don't have any income coming in. I have to do something. And so I was like, I started researching, like, you know, different brands or different small businesses or things to sell. Like, literally in my Google search, what can I sell online? Things to sell online. I started off just looking up that. And then I was like, you know what do people need right now? Well, what will people want right now during this pandemic? And of course, my first thing was like, everyone is trying to stay clean. Everyone is trying to stay germ free. So they telling everyone to wash their hands, stay clean, you know. So, and of course, soap was the best thing to use during the pandemic, like to wash your hands, you know. It was a for sure thing to keep the germs away. So I was like, I started looking up different soap businesses and stuff, and I seen whipped soap, and I thought that was so cool. I was like, you know what, this is a cool and fun way, because in my mind at first I was thinking like, okay, this is a fun way for kids to be able to wash their hands. This will make kids want to wash their hands with soap. It looks like ice cream, but it's soap. I was like, this is cool. Like, this is very cool. Maybe we should, you know, I told my husband, I was like, you know, I really want to start this. I think this will be a cool idea. And I told my sister, she always talk about this now, but I told my sister about it. I was like, hey, I got this business idea about this whip soap and stuff, and do you want to go half on the supplies with me, and we can start this business together? And my sister, she's in medical school, and she don't care about having her own business, you know. She's like, no, I don't really want to do it. And I was like, okay, well, it's a good idea. And she was like, yeah, but you can do it. So I told my husband about it. He was like, look, if you want to do it, just do it. And I was like, I really want to do it. And he was like, hey, if you feel like it's going to make you some money during the pandemic, then do it. And that's what it started off as, just me wanting to make money during the pandemic. That's what it started off as. So I started looking up how to make, I literally was just like, how to make whip soap. And I looked it up on YouTube. I don't know the exact video, so I can't give credit because I don't remember the exact video I used. But I was just like, how to make whip soap. And the supplies. I was like, how to make whip soap, supplies I need, blah blah blah. I said I'm taking this $100 and I'm not spending over $100. I'm taking this $100 and I'm making the whip soap with whatever. So I got my jars, and I think at the time I only bought on Amazon, I think it comes in like a pack of 12 or 15. I bought like 12 or 15 jars. And I was using the big jars at first, and then I realized I should use the 4 ounce. But we'll get to that. But I had the big jars, and I took $100, got all the supplies that I needed, started making whip soap. I started selling it on Etsy. Found out Etsy is not for me, and I'm gonna let you know why in a minute. But everyone knows you use Etsy when you have handmade items and stuff like that. So yeah, I was selling 8-ounce jars of my whip soap. Now, to anyone that's watching this video who makes skincare products, knows an 8-ounce jar of whip soap should not sell for $5. I was selling an 8-ounce jar of whip soap for $5 on Etsy. And then, of course, that wasn't with shipping. They was paying the $7 for shipping or whatever. But it was selling. And of course it was selling because they were getting 8 ounces for $5. They were probably like, where did this company come from? Because they are cheap. Because if you look on Etsy and see how much an 8-ounce jar of soap costs. So, but that was before I had did all of my research. It takes time. So, it was selling, but I wasn't getting as many customers as I wanted. These was more like people who were on my Facebook page buying from me and going to the Etsy page. It wasn't like someone found me on Etsy. So I started doing the ads on Etsy, and it was just taking my money. It was eating my money up. Like, I don't see how people make money on Etsy. And for the people who do, I mean, I commend you. But I could not figure out how to make good money on Etsy. I couldn't figure it out for anything. So I got off of Etsy and I just started posting on my Facebook page, and then I added some groups, like some women in business groups, just some groups that'll let you advertise your business for free. And I started posting in the groups the pictures of like my whip soaps and stuff. And before that, I want to say this. I was in an Etsy group, and I'm so glad that I got in the Etsy group, because I was like asking them, why am I not making sales on Etsy? And it was like, well, you look like you make good products, but your pictures doesn't do anything for your products. Like, your products look good, but your pictures has filters on, like Snapchat filters on it, and it was like, you can't really tell what your product is and how your product look. Like, you don't have good lighting and stuff like that. And I was like, well, how do I do that? Like, I was like, how do I make my products look so good? And she was like, yeah, I got this app called Foodie. I don't know who this lady is that told me this, but she was in an Etsy group, and she was like, there's this app called Foodie. Always use sunlight. Go outside and use that natural sunlight. Get you just a plain white background. Go outside, use that sunlight, and use this app called Foodie. And I was like, okay, so I'm gonna do that. And I did that, and the difference in my pictures, oh my goodness, like, it made my product look so professional. And taking good pictures makes a difference with your product. Like, it really does. So I did that. And then I started posting in Facebook groups. Like, they let you post about your business, So I started posting in Facebook groups, and it was business or women in business or something. Don't know. But it's plenty of Facebook groups out there that'll let you post your business for free, and people in that group will buy from you. And so I remember I didn't have my Etsy anymore, but I posted in there and was like, I posted my pictures, my updated pictures, saying that I had whip soap and this and that, and had a little description and stuff of what I was selling, and people started inboxing me. And so they was like, do you have a website? And I was like, well, I have Cash App. And I was like, okay. Like, it's crazy how many people will really buy from you with Cash App, and good thing they trusted me. They was like, oh, you have Cash App? Yeah, I could do Cash App. And they was like, do you do wholesale? They was like, I have a business and I want to sell this stuff, and I was like, I can. Keep in mind, I only had $100 worth of supplies. So I literally only had probably 10 jars of whip soap, right? So they want wholesale prices of my product. And I hadn't figured that out yet. But me, I'm a hustler. I was like, okay, I could figure that out. I could figure out a wholesale price. I literally created a price list. First of all, I figured out that I was selling my 8-ounce jars too low, way too low. I figured out my price point. A lot of them didn't want 8-ounce; they wanted 4-ounce. So I said, like, that same day, with all those people in my inbox, like, I had literally over 20 to 30 women in my inbox wanted to know my price list. So I said, you know what, I'm about to create this price list right now. So I created a price list with the 4-ounce and the 8-ounce. And now that I think about it, those prices were cheap as well. My wholesale prices were cheap. But like I say, it's just research. I didn't know at the time. I literally was just trying to make money because, I needed it. I needed the income. So I gave them my price list, and it was like, okay. Some of them said it was too high. You can't please everybody. The prices wasn't high, but some people felt like that was too high for whip soap. And then I had someone say, but do you do body butter? And I said, who got me started making body butter, she's still a customer. She's still a wholesale customer with me, and she has done a lot of business with me. Yeah, she was like, do you do body butter? And I was like, body butter? I was like, I didn't know what that was. I didn't know what body butter was, okay? But I was like, yeah. Even though I didn't know what it was, I was like, I can figure it out. I can research, I'm sure. Keep in mind, I still only have $100 worth of products. And she was like, okay, well, how much your body butter is? And I was like, hold on, let me get a price list for you. I figured out. So I looked up the ingredients, how to make body butter. I started looking up YouTube. Keep in mind, this is the same day. Like, these people are waiting on prices for me. And I was like looking up while they in my inbox waiting on the price. I'm looking up how to make body butter, what ingredients I need. I had already learned how to make whipped soap. You know, I had already learned how to do that. I taught myself how to do that. I was like, I could teach myself how to do body butter. And so yeah, I looked up the ingredients, what all I needed, and how to do it and stuff, how to measure everything. I started looking it up, and I gave her the price for body butters, and she was like, okay, I'm ready to purchase. And so I started telling the other ladies that, hey, I also do body butters, because I was like, if she want body butters, I'm sure these other women probably want body butters. And they was like, body butter, what is body butter? And so like I started explaining to them like, oh yeah, body butter is this. Keep in mind, I didn't even know what body butter was myself, but I started telling them like, yeah, body butter is this, and you know, it has these ingredients in it. And they was like, okay. That day, out of like 20 to maybe 30 inbox me, I probably had about 15 customers, which is good. I had about 15 wholesale customers. And that day alone, that was my first big sale. I made probably $700, maybe $800. And this was like 3 weeks after me buying all of my supplies and stuff. This was like maybe 3 or 4. This was like a month after I had got started with my whip soap and stuff. This was probably a month after. If y'all hear my baby crying, it's okay. I promise you, he's okay. He just won't mommy right now. Okay, cool. So I was like, this money I have to take and get all the supplies I need for body butters. They were, scrubs. They was like, do you do scrubs and sugar scrubs? And I was like, yeah, I do sugar scrubs. Okay, I ain't gonna know about sugar scrubs. It's like, yeah, I do sugar scrubs. So I had to get, I used that money to buy all my supplies of what I needed. So I really didn't profit too much off of that, but I bought all the supplies I needed to get started. This is what helped me get my business started. So I had all the ingredients that I needed for my stuff. And once I did all of that, I made the product, I sent it to them. They were happy about it. Some of them, I wasn't too educated on the body butters at the time. This is for another video, but like some of my wholesale customers were kind of upset because their body butters melted. It had completely melted in the mail. And I was like, okay, that's something I missed. I didn't know nothing about body butters melting. So I was like, I need to educate myself more on this if I want to sell this. So I put more time into researching ingredients and how to make body butters and how to stop them from melting and I educate, and I still educate myself every day on ingredients. So like a lot of people get mad at me for not immediately letting them know how to make something or what ingredients I use. The reason I don't just like tell all my business is because like I can't just tell you everything and you don't do the research yourself. I feel like you have to do what I did. You have to do the research too. Like you can't just say, hey, what are you using your body butters? Because I'm about to buy the ingredients right now and I need to know all the ingredients that you use. No, like I can't do that. Like you have to do the research too. Like what work are you going to do? And I feel like when you do the work too, you will appreciate it more when you have researched and, you know, stayed up countless nights and really took your time to learn about it. I feel like you'll appreciate it more. And I mean, I stayed up countless nights, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, looking up ingredients and how to make whipped soap and how to make sugar scrubs and what can I use shea butter for, and learn how to make this stuff. So I just can't give information like that without you wanting to do some work too. I mean, I just can't. And then also I do want to create these YouTube videos to help people. And you know, that has always been in the back of my mind too, like creating videos to really take the time to help people who are trying to start a business or start doing body butter, start a skincare business or whatever. So, you know, a lot of people get mad at me, but I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I did a lot of work too. Like, you gotta want to do something. Now, I have helped some people out, but I can't help everybody out like that just because, one, I mean, now it takes up a lot of my time answering DMs and stuff too. And number two, I'm making these YouTube videos for y'all. So hopefully y'all tune in. Back to the story. So yeah, that was my first big sales day. So then I learned how to stop my body butters from melting. But then winter was coming and I was like, I know I won't have this problem during the winter time. I was like, yes, now I won't have the problem with the melting body butters and stuff. And I was like, okay, the biggest sale day is coming up, which is Black Friday. I was like, I gotta have this big sale. Keep in mind, I had started my website on Shopify. I had to get a website. Couldn't do Cash App anymore because people were scamming people and stuff. So I created a Shopify page, a Shopify website. I built that on my own. I used one of the free themes. I did not pay anyone to build my website. I did it on my own just because I wanted to save that money. I figured it out on my own, looked up some YouTube videos. Shopify also have reps, live reps, chat reps or whatever you can chat with. They can help you set up the shipping and whatever else you need to set up. I did that all on my own. Yeah, so I built my website on Shopify and I started uploading pictures of my body butters, and I was like, Black Friday coming, this is the biggest sale, like how can I scale bigger? Because after those wholesale orders, I got back down to only doing one order a month, or 1, 2 to 3 orders a month. You know, those wholesale orders, you know, once you order a big bulk of wholesale, you know, you probably don't need any more until like another month or two. So I was like, okay, what can I do now? Because I need more sales. So I started Googling like how to get more sales, how to produce, how to get people to purchase off your website. And I started looking on YouTube and I started seeing things about like sales funnels. And I was like, and Shopify also have some really good videos on how to do that. But I started Googling it and I seen they was talking about a sales funnel, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to research. So I started learning about how to do all that, the sales funnel and this and that. And I also found out that having a because at the time I wasn't using my newsletter. Like I wasn't sending out any newsletters, any emails to my customers. And I was like, you know, at first, like, I didn't think that meant anything. Like, I felt like, okay, you subscribe to my newsletter, maybe I'll send a newsletter out when I feel like it, just to let you know we having a sale. No. It's very crucial to have people subscribe to your email list, because those are people who have either shopped with you or plan on shopping with you, and they want to know about your sales, if you're doing giveaways, like those are potential customers. Like if I feel like if I sign up, and I had to think of it like that, like if I sign up for a newsletter, if I'm signing up, that means I want to shop with you, right? So I made sure I was telling people like, sign up for my newsletter and this and that, because we got a big sale coming for Black Friday. If you shop with us on Black Friday, you get a free gift. And I started seeing like everyone was saying download Privy to do your sales funnel, to create a sales funnel. So I downloaded Privy, and you can download Privy. If you have Shopify, you can download the Privy app. No, it's Shopify, and I think that's how you say this, Privy. Privy. So yeah, I downloaded Privy, and you can create like newsletters, like you create little pop-ups to tell people like, hey, you can get 10% off if you sign up for our newsletter. And you can, I think it even have the little spinning thing, where you spin and get 10% off, $5 off, or whatever. You can create all of it on your website. So I created that where they get like 10% off, and I started getting people to sign up for my newsletter. I was like, man, this really works. I was like, people signing up for my newsletter just because I'm offering them 10% off if they sign up. So people start signing up. So then I started creating newsletters, and I started telling people about the sale for Black Friday. And I started advertising on my social media as well, like, hey, I'm closing the site down on this day, right? And I'm for restock. I'm closing the site down. I was like, I gotta restock. I was like, Black Friday coming up, I really have to stock up all my fragrances. So it's like, hey, I'm closing the site down for restock for a week. All right. The week, and then I was like, if you sign up for my email list, you get 10% off. And also on Black Friday, if you shop with me on Black Friday, you get a free gift. No one knew what the free gift was, but I gave away Christmas socks. It was super cute Christmas socks. I gave away some Christmas socks. And keep in mind, like, to give away a free gift, it doesn't have to be super duper expensive, right? Those free socks, I think, were on Amazon. They came 24 in a pack, right? And I think it was 24 in a pack. It was like $19. So that was like $1. I guess you say under $1 a piece, right? For the socks. And I was like, give to put in, for Black Friday, because Christmas is right around the corner. So I was like, hey, you sign up for my email list, and if you shop on Black Friday, you get a free gift with your purchase. And so people started signing up, and people were super duper excited about the site opening back up for Black Friday. And so I gave like a special exclusive, like I advertised on my page, like, if you have signed up, you get a password to shop before anyone else on Black Friday, right? So people were getting really excited. It was like, oh man, I'm about to sign up so that I can get this password so I can shop early. Like, I feel like it make people it make them feel special. Like, you get this exclusive access before anybody else. So if you had the password, you could shop before anyone else, just in case something sells out. Like, I kept saying, like, all right, we're going to sell out fast. So if you're not a subscriber, and if we sell out, you won't get access to all these perks. You won't get the free gift on Black Friday. You might miss out on these new fragrances and stuff. So people start signing up. So Black Friday hits, and I open the site up, but I only open it up to the subscribers. So you have to have a password. You have to have a password to get into the website. So I was so nervous when Black Friday hit, and I was like, okay, midnight is here. I'm opening up the site. What's about to happen? I was like, I've changed my labels. I did awesome pictures on my website. I'm offering a free gift. I'm like, I spent all this money on restock. these jars and these new boxes and things like that. And I'm like, I have to make some money for Black Friday. I was like, I got to make some money. Okay, I gotta make some money. And first 3 minutes of the site opening, I made a sale. And if you have Shopify, you know how it sounds when you make a sale, ding, or coins dropping. I was like, okay, that worked. And then I started hearing it more and more, and I was like, I'm going to sleep, because I was like, I can't sit here and just watch this phone because it's making me nervous. So I went to sleep, and I would say that day, Black Friday, I made about 30 to 40 sales just on Black Friday. So, and that wasn't including my wholesale purchases. Weekend, I had Black Friday to Cyber Monday, I probably had about 70 to 80 orders, and that wasn't including wholesale. So that was like my biggest I had made since I had started my business. And I had just started my business that April. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So within less than a year of being in business, I had made a lot. I had made a lot. Well, I won't say just a lot. Like, your a lot may not be my a lot, but I feel like under a year, me doing that many orders, I was excited. I was happy. So now, today, I'm doing pretty good. I can say that I'm not at six figures, but I can say that I did take $100 and make it into a 5-figure business. I am still researching on a lot of stuff, building my brand. There's a lot of stuff that I don't know. That's why I say I'm not an expert at all. I'm not an expert at this. This is just my experience. So you still have to do your due diligence and do your research. My main tip is, if you have a website, if you have a Shopify website, download the Privy app and make yourself familiar with that app, because that app saved me, because I didn't know what I was doing, and just me downloading the app helped me so much. And how people want to subscribe to your email list. Create a 10% off if they sign up, or throw in a free item if they sign up. Make sure you always sending your newsletters and stuff. And like I say, there's so many other things to do to scale your business. I tried doing Facebook ads, I will say that, but got the grasp of that yet, so I'm still not good with the Facebook ads, but I know I'm going to learn it soon. It's no biggie. My biggest advice would be, first, to figure out what is it that you want to do. What are you passionate about? I would definitely get an LLC. I have an LLC, and the reason why I have an LLC is because I had an LLC since 2018, and it's because we started out flipping houses. Vendors that I use let you pay within 30 days if you have an LLC or a business license. Like, if you get approved, like, you can buy something and then pay 30 days later. And it also helps when you have an LLC, you can build your business credit and stuff like that. So it helps. So definitely get your LLC. Definitely get your EIN number, because when you start purchasing from vendors, there are vendors that will let you purchase tax-free if you have your EIN number. The next thing I would say, but first and foremost, figure out what is it that you want to do. Make sure you have researched and see if that's what you want to do. Me, I kind of started quickly because we were in the middle of a pandemic, and we still are. But I feel like it was crucial for me to start selling something, and so it was. But I knew I was going to be interested in it. And I love it. Like, I love what I do. Now I have a vending machine, or a beauty machine. So Angelkissesco have really taken off, and it's all because I believed in myself. And I feel like if you have a business right now and you feel like it's not doing well, or you're not getting any sales, I just say do not give up. Always make sure you're doing everything possible to make sure you're getting your sales. You promoting yourself. I don't care if you get 1 like or you get 100 likes. Promote yourself. Use every social media platform you can. I have TikTok, I have Facebook, and I have Instagram, and I'm currently working on getting a Twitter. So use every social media platform you can. Oh, and I also have Pinterest. Pinterest is big. I have a lot of customers that come from Pinterest. Big. I have probably about 127,000 monthly viewers, and it actually has went down because Pinterest changed their algorithm, so I have to figure that out. Make sure you get familiar with the algorithms on Instagram. I still haven't got familiar with things, but that's why you always research. And I feel like if you don't know something, like, y'all, you have Google, you have YouTube, you can literally look up anything. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. I don't have, a degree in business. You don't have to have a degree in business. You just have to not be lazy. You have to research. You have to read. You have to believe in yourself, and you can't give up. Sometimes I wanted to give up, and I didn't. So, and I'm glad I did. Glad I didn't give up. And I still have days where I feel like, I'm not doing as well as some people. But I realized, you can look at Instagram and see these people doing so well, and you thinking, dang, why am I not doing what they're doing? Or why don't I have as many followers as them, and I'm doing pretty much the same thing? And sometimes followers don't even mean a thing, because you can have 1 million followers, and out of those 1 million followers, only 1,000 people can support you. Only 1,000 people purchase from you from those followers. That's just because not all followers are following you to purchase your product. So it doesn't matter about the followers. I can have 1,000 followers, and 1,000 of those people will purchase from me. And like I say, get familiar with what you want to do. Make sure you're passionate about it. You have to be passionate about it. A lot of people start a business thinking that it's just extra money and it's easy. Having a business is far from easy. But the reason why I wanted to, what's your why? The reason why I wanted to start a business is because I don't want my kids to have to work for anyone. I don't want to work for anyone, and I feel like I don't want my kids to have to work for anyone. If I can help them, Now, if they want to go do something, be a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, awesome, I support it. But I want them to have a choice. I want them to be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm a teacher, but I'm going to quit tomorrow because I have a business. I got 3 businesses right behind me. So, and I have to worry about if they're going to get fired tomorrow. So, I will be making more videos very soon. Because a lot of people want to know about my vending machine business and how that's going. And yeah, I'm so glad you guys tuned in. I hope this was helpful. If there's something you want to ask me, please ask me in the comments. I'll be sure to answer. But first, make sure you do some research too. Don't just ask me everything. Make sure you research on what you want to sell or what you want to make or whatever. Do your research. If you have Shopify, download Privy. I think that's the only app I have on my Shopify right now is Privy. I don't know, but that's another video. Like I say, make sure you research. Make sure when I first started with my packaging and stuff and my labels, all I had was like a sticker on my stuff. And that's fine. But packaging is important. So make sure you have some money sit back. All I had was $100. I told y'all what I did to scale my business with $100. If you do that, kudos. Because let me tell you, it's hard, but you can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I promise you. And don't give up because you're closer than you think. Subscribe to my channel. I will be making more videos. I promise you guys. It already took so long for me to do this, but I'm here now.